Hey there, media leaders. This is Josh Oakes with MediaLeaders.com. In this video, I want to walk you through how we build our Mailchimp campaigns. I'm going to show you something kind of unique in this video. I want to show you how we do a nonprofit volunteer email campaign. We're going to walk through A, how to make it mobile friendly. B, we're going to look at putting the call to action as close to the top. C, we're going to try not to put too many images in it. And then last, we're just going to make sure that it's easy to understand so that we tell people what we want them to do. And that's really the call to action. I want you always to think, what's next? So don't just send an email with a bunch of data telling people to save the date. Send an email with more information on where they can click, what they can do, exactly how they can forward the email to have a friend do an action. So let's go look at my computer screen and take a look at how to set up a Mailchimp campaign that gets results. Okay, so here we go. We're looking over at my computer screen here for a sec. Let's go ahead and here we are at Mailchimp.com. Now we're helping the Santa Monica Airport to be more family friendly. And specifically, we're going to show them at this event. If you go to SantaMonicaAirport.com, you'll see how we can then put your kids in a real airplane at the Santa Monica Airport. Okay, so if you click on that, you'll see this really fun event. And it has register here today, videos and stuff, and hundreds of people register for this. Neat. You select your registration here. So what we want to do is we want to take an older campaign that we sent out on March 24th, which is about 3 weeks ago, and we want to get people excited about this. We'll schedule it for tomorrow. That has 1,700 people that we sent it to in the past, 700 opens, 67 clicks, 41% open rate, 4% clicks. That's higher than just about any industry standard I've seen. And that's because people put their kids in an airplane, and when I send them something, they go, wow, my kid was changed. So you can view the report, but let's go ahead and go click and replicate. Now you could start from scratch by clicking create a campaign. Let's go ahead and replicate this, go from 0 to 60 to show you what we're doing. Now we send it to the entire list. You really don't have to. You could send it to a saved segment of cities we've set up. Maybe just parents or good members that open the emails. We've set all these segments up. Look out for some of my other videos. Subscribe to this video to see how we do this stuff if you're interested. You can send to a new segment if they've added a certain time, or if their information is unique. Their role is volunteer, let's say a pilot or something like that. Okay, now a number of kids. So let's go ahead and send it to the entire list. Let's go set up, take a look at this. I love walking you guys through this. Put your kid in an airplane. What I would do is say this weekend. Great. Put your kid in, and that's put your kid in an airplane. This is the name of the campaign we see on the back end. 5 days before. Boom. That way I know. Great. Put your kid in an airplane this weekend. Great. So let's go ahead and remove this. And let's go ahead and do this. Keep it short. I love doing that. Put your kid in an airplane this weekend. Awesome. From name Josh, Santa Monica Airport. Josh at SantaMonicaAirport.com. Sometimes I turn on the use conversations, but in this one, I'm not using a paid account. Those of you nonprofits that can't afford the 50 to 100 bucks a month, totally understandable. See, I'm doing this for free. As soon as you hit a certain size, you have to pay. Track opens, yes. Track clicks, awesome. Google Analytics. Put your kid in an airplane, 322. Let's do put your kid in an airplane. 4_13. Okay, so put your kid in an airplane, great. Auto tweet, I don't want to convert the videos, boom, boom, boom. The rest of this is good. Clicktail, don't turn that on. E-commerce, we don't have e-commerce for this, don't turn that on. All right, ready to go to the template. We've already got a template picked. Now, Josh, why don't you use all these whiz-bang awesome stuff with maybe the side, you've got side columns and tons of junk. Well, it turns out it's only seen mobile. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so enter preview mode. You always want to do this no matter what system you use. Now you think, hey, people open this up on their desktop and they're ready to read my whole email. Wrong. Unfortunately, they're not ready to read the whole email. They open it on their phone as they're rolling through the checkout at the grocery store. And they are simply going, no, delete. But if we put a simple call to action, it makes it way more fun. So what I do is, Mailchimp always loves it when you put this thing up in the upper left and put your kid in a real airplane, Santa Monica, great. And you can view it in your browser. I don't know if I like this. I don't like too many links. What I might do is get rid of that. I love putting that actually down here, putting it down in the footer. Why do you like doing that? Because then we can test stuff. I'll show you that in another video, but now it's down there. Why would you do this? So once again, why would I want to put nothing above this? Well, it's because when you open up an email, you want to make sure that you're giving people what they want above the fold. So let's take a look. What does this look like mobile-wise? Preview mode. When you get this, notice how I removed that. You get a little image. If that image doesn't show up, what it does is it moves everything up very carefully. So it just says, parents and teachers, bring your kids on the ultimate field trip to the Santa Monica Airport observation deck to sit inside a real plane to take a photo with a pilot. Register to put your kid in an airplane. And when you click this, it goes to the site. Notice how this is above the fold. Josh, what do you mean above the fold? That means, remember how back in the day when newspapers would come out and we would actually read them, the people would ask, well, is the story on the front page? And that means was it above the fold? Or did you have to actually roll down to the second half of the page to open up the newspaper? Same thing happens here. But start looking, instead of above the fold, you think the fold, everybody will see above that line on the desktop. No, start thinking about mobile. What do people see? And notice how that big, beautiful button is register to put your kid in an airplane. Now, we can change that button color to blue or pink or whatever you want, but it doesn't matter. Event details, I've got all the details here. Parking, lots of free parking to get local families. I really spend some time getting excited. Now, I put the next dates in there. I get people excited and talk about boom and lots of other links. I love buttons, and I'll tell you why. The buttons we get a higher click-through rate, a higher open rate when we keep images to a minimum. I could even turn the images off, but this shows what we do. And I just put one big, beautiful button. This doesn't require imagery. Also, what does it look like? Look at this. This is kind of cool. So parents and teachers, and also I make this clickable. This is a button too, but look how easy that is. Okay, I don't require people to read the whole email and then go down to the bottom, but I do. Here's what we're going to do. Remember, first I told you, how are we going to make it mobile friendly? Two, how are we going to make it so that it's clear as to what we want them to do? And the clear as to what we want them to do, they can register here, but what I want them to do is forward this to a friend. So I put clear instructions, forward to a friend and have them register here. I might do that above the fold here too. So let's go back. I exited out of this. You know that in Mailchimp, you simply click on things and you can change the link and add the link. Okay, cool. So parents and teachers, you click on something, it goes up right. Parents and teachers. Another thing I can do that I love to do, Chris, I'm speaking before I talk. So merge details. What I'm going to do is I want to put the person's first name in there. So I hit enter once. I click over here and I click first name because I really do have the first name of just about everybody in here. First name. Can you forward this to any parents and teachers that you know? We are hosting our flagship airplane event this weekend, and we'd love all are welcome. And then what I can do is parents and teachers, bring your kids to the ultimate field trip in Santa Monica Airport observation, sitting aside. And then what I'm doing here is basically, thanks, Josh. Great. And it's basically, if you look at the far left, it'll say first name. Can you forward this to any parents or teachers that you know? Let's do parents or teachers that you know. We are hosting our flagship airplane event this weekend, and all are welcome to attend and sit in an airplane. Thanks, Josh. Parents and teachers, bold. Bring your kids on the ultimate field trip to the Santa Monica Airport observation deck to sit inside a real airplane and take a photo with a pilot. Okay, great. Save and close. So now register to put your kid in an airplane here. We're looking at the left now, event details. Another little tactical tip that I do is I open up Gmail and I click in here and I go Control A or Command A. Control C or Command C, and I copy and paste all this into a Gmail email. Why do I do that? It double checks spelling in a Gmail email real fast. It doesn't pick it up here as much. Now, next dates, Sunday. I could put this weekend, but it's pretty easy. So we could put, another thing we could do is register here. We could put this after all of them. I don't think we need to do that. It's too busy. People know that they can register today and stuff. Okay, so we're all set, my friends. Now, Josh, you've walked us through how imagery works, above the fold, and some other stuff. Josh, what else do you have to teach us? Well, I always double check again. Test first name is going to be really clear. I always send it to myself and double check. Let's click this link and see what happens. Notice how it opens it up nice and fast. Ooh, that site is so fast. Nice server, Josh. I double click the buttons. Sweet. Scroll down. I look at the link to make sure it's not broken. Awesome. I'm also going to scroll down and just see what it looks like here. If I clicked register today, now this is kind of weird because it opens it in the same button. I've got a little bit of a broken issue there, but it still works really well. So what I could do here today is register today, and I could click here. Now I copied and pasted these from the site, so I'm not the best at this. Boom, advanced options, open in a new window. Great. Okay, so save and close one more time. Sorry this is so long, guys. I just want to make sure that we are doing this in a way so that you can see how many different ways in which I changed that. Now it's open. Register today. You click on that. It takes you right to where you want to go. See that halfway down the page. How'd you do that? Well, I'll show you in another video. Go to MediaLeaders.com and subscribe. Now, want to invite your friends to social media? I don't believe in that. We're going to go delete that. Why, Josh? Because not that many people clicked on it. In fact, let's go ahead and save and exit. Let's go over to reports and see how many people clicked on the social media buttons last time. Reports for put your kid in an airplane, the 4% clicks, what did they click on? Boom. Let's view the report. They clicked on, 80 people clicked on field trip RSVP 14, the sharer, only 4 people clicked on it. I truly believe it's not that great. It's not good for you, having too much the Facebook one, and then they want to know the attendees. So I think that's such a small thing. It takes up so much of the what I'm trying to get across here that I'm going to remove them. Josh, you're crazy. You should put a lot in there and give people the option. No, I think that actually flags for spam. Gmail and on all these other networks actually are looking at this. So if only 4 people clicked on it, which isn't mean it's terrible, it just means I'd rather do this. Thanks for all your support. Forward to a friend and have them register here. That could actually be that right here. Okay, so we're good there. We've got 2 buttons. Everything's great. I like it. Thanks for all your support with these events over the past year, Josh and the volunteer team. Awesome. Let's go ahead and do the confirmation. I always schedule it and make it nice and early. So subject lines, put your kids in an airplane this weekend, or I could put this weekend, put your kid in an airplane. All set. We've got this, put your kid in a real airplane. Social cards, make sure they're all green. Check, 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 check. Great. And let's go ahead and schedule. I like to do it at 6:30 a.m. and I want to do it for tomorrow. So let's go the next day. Batch delivery, send with time warp, let Mailchimp. Oh, these are all paid features, so forget about it. Here's my little trick. Do it at 6:30 a.m. Why? Because that's when people check their phone. They get up at 6:30. The first thing they do is they check their phone, and you're at the top of their inbox. They'll forward it on to somebody. Sadly, that's the society we live in. People wake up, they check their phone. Okay, there we go. We're all set. Schedule the campaign tomorrow, April 14th, and 6:30 a.m. Schedule the campaign. Here we go, and we are all set. I love scheduling. I love having things all the way out. I want you to ask yourself a question going forward. I want you to say to yourself, what are we going to send an email to next week with people? What does next week look like? And just always go in and schedule, and this is what the schedule looks like. It's scheduled. Now you don't have to wait or worry. You're always scheduling things in the future, and it just tends to work better. You get higher open rates. You got things planned out. It's pretty nice. Last minute marketing is not good, but planned marketing is great. Okay, so we've shown you a lot of good stuff. How to make it mobile friendly, all kinds of view the email. I think it might allow us to, yeah, look at this. It's mobile friendly. Everything's clickable, but there's not too many links. You see how there's not too many links? You have one link here, boom. And then you have one link here, boom. And we have everything set up right. All set. It's beautiful. I'm loving it. You click that past images, you can see all of our past emails. Okay, I'm Josh Oakes with MediaLeaders.com. Please, if you've enjoyed this video, go to MediaLeaders.com and join our newsletter. Download the Ultimate Marketing and Sales Toolkit, get some customer service tips, all kinds of different stuff, interviews. You know, we really do provide digital trends and social media best practices for businesses and professionals of all sizes. We'd love to provide that for you too. I'm Josh Oakes. Thank you so much for watching the video. Give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. I'd be forever grateful. As always, please keep it light, bright, and polite. Have a great day. Take care.